live from the giant pile of money that I'm now sitting on. It's the Red Bull Pokemon Podcast brought to you by Red Bull. Hi.
Sponsored by Red Bull, presented by Red Bull.
I'm your host, Red Bull Jake.
And I am your other host, Red Bull Evan, and with us is our special guest, Red Bull Dan.
I think you mean Red Bull Special Guest of the Week that Red Bull sponsored and that Red Bull presents.
Yes.
Dan, thank you.
We all have our wings.
You got to give me my title here.
Yes, I'm sorry. I kind of...
It's okay.
I shortened it.
Yeah, we just got to make sure we get the brand name in there because, of course, with esports, it's all about money.
Yeah.
The only thing esports is about is money. Oh, yeah, by the way, motherfuckers, we're esports!
We're esports?
Hell yeah!
We're all wearing our jerseys.
Yep.
They look like a jersey you would wear for a sport.
It got a little awkward when we all showed up and we all had the jersey number of 69.
Yeah.
We all thought we'd be original.
I thought that was just going to be me.
They didn't give me a jersey. They gave me this mascot costume.
Yeah.
And now I'm pretty much just a furry.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm not Red Bull Jake right now. I'm Coors Light Jake, and I'm going to need a lot more of these because, we're back.
We are back. Jake, bring up your attitude. Bring up your attitude.
It's gonna hang right here for a while. I might still kill myself after the draft, so I don't want to officially announce that we're back.
Yeah.
We're back. It might just be you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see
Somebody
how-
else picks up Necrozma, I'm dead.
We'll see how that goes.
So
Way to tell the whole
round
league
one.
what your weakness is.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that brings you the whole league already knows all of my weaknesses, and
Yeah.
those include oncoming traffic, alcohol, any other abusive substance, my child.
Yep.
And the list
what
goes
was the
on.
last one you were going
The
to say?
list
But you
goes
immediately
on.
went,
And sniping Necrozma.
Yeah.
So we're back for season 3 or 4, depending on how you want to count it. I'm going to say 4.
I'll stick with 4.
Says the guy who has a 3-peat to protect here.
I have 3 rings. I'm currently wearing them.
Yeah.
They're big and bulky.
He purposely put the 3 trophies he has behind him, and they're very obnoxiously
Yes.
gold. They're very obnoxiously gold with Red Bull on them.
Your rings are cute, but I've spoken to Commissioner Nick, and this year it's a championship gauntlet. So I will be slapping your rings out of your hand with my championship gauntlet this year.
When I win the gauntlet, I'll have 3 stones to put in it already.
That's fine. I'm not gonna win the gauntlet. I'm just gonna steal it because that's another one of my vices is crime.
Hey, take a quick listen.
I get it. Yeah.
That's me taking out half the league.
You're Thanos.
Oh no!
Yeah. Y'all don't feel so good. So this year is very exciting for the PBL. We have a lot of new players and even more new teams, which is we'll get into that in a moment.
Yeah.
Ugh. I had this big happy rebrand, and then everybody just jumped ship with me, and now there's too many of us in the water, and I didn't bring enough pool noodles.
Yeah, your thunder was stolen a bit.
Yeah.
You wanted that shiny spotlight, and then you realized there's a floodlight.
I had this lore thing set up where it's like last place in the league, Puzzle City sold our asses, and then everybody else was like, we're changing our names for fun. I'm like, well,
it was not for fun. Okay, Nick made everybody change their names.
We can't.
You changed for fun.
Red
Everybody,
Bull,
all the people that didn't have to change.
Red Bull, Evan, I'm going to let you know now, since I'm the only one that read this thing before I probably threw it in my giant pile of other contracts that I've signed.
Yeah.
Red Bull has forbidden us from talking bad about Nick.
There's a stipulation in my contract because the viewers eat that shit up, and when the viewers eat shit up, that means more money.
See, what's
the Dunheads.
What's weird is with the Dunheads.
All the Dunheads out there.
There we go. What's weird is Red Bull's
They're a
contract.
special group.
Yeah.
Red Bull's contract to me said I can't talk bad about our commissioner. However, Monster offered me a similar contract. All I had to do was stab Nick in the kidneys.
Yeah.
And seeing as I was recently married, I decided to hold off against that.
Yeah.
We'll see if I maybe re-sign at the end of the season.
It's a very interesting way to raise your child from prison. So.
Hey, do you guys think if the commissioner were to win the championship, we would all think the whole league is rigged?
I think most people already do.
I would say I already think the league is rigged. So,
Yeah.
Did you see that draft order?
Honest to God, it could have been worse. We all know what it could have been, and we all know I would have had things to say about it. So
They're literally.
you would have gone on another rant?
Yeah.
Please no.
I'm starting to... the quota is at least 1 every 2 episodes now.
Okay.
I was going to say, the rant brought in 4 times the amount of viewers. We're using metrics here, boys. This is what esports is all about. It's metrics, profit, and numbers. No more fun in this league. No more fun.
It's called
we
our
are
cash.
all about profit.
Guys, the Browns had the fumble, the Cavs had the shot, and the Jake has the rant.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
The crash, the rant, the return, the suicide.
Don't take no cross.
What a biopic this would make.
Just the downfall of a
Yeah.
coach.
ESPN 30 for 30. Coach Jake McCaffrey Andrews. We're not sure what his name is supposed to be.
Is he a doctor? We actually don't know anymore. We've checked several sources.
There's
and we
been-
can't get a consistent.
It's still canon that he's a doctor.
There's
We don't
been
know.
too much bleed between like the RP character that I thought like we were all gonna do, and then like the real me. So
Wait, RP? Like you trying cyber?
no, ASL.
ASL?
Well, you know it's 18 female Callie, obviously.
How big are the titties?
Oh, you don't get to know that yet.
They're E cups.
No. Oh God, yeah. All right, let's get to Pokemon.
Yeah.
We're talking about e-cups.
I didn't know what any of those things were. You were
ASL
Oh,
stands
yeah,
for
yeah.
age, sex, location. It's what you ask people online when you're trying to get down.
Oh, see, I've never been one of those online get downers.
Yeah. And Evan.
He's an innocent virgin boy.
I'm in-
who's,
yeah.
Now,
engaged.
Evan,
There's a halo constantly around my head.
this is gonna be a little bit of sex ed for you. Cup size refers to the bra size
I
that
thought-
women and some men wear.
I
Yeah.
thought it was asses.
Oh, dude,
This is awkward.
bra asses.
Bra asses.
Ass
Ass bras.
Ass bras.
Yeah.
Quick
So-
aside, it's strange that people use the cup size to delineate like what is like big and small boobs because the number is just as important
Yes.
as the letter. But people will just be like D's, boy.
Double D's,
Have you seen them D's?
Well, you got like I don't know the scales. I actually don't.
Because
I
like it
don't.
also relates to like how it fits
Yeah.
on the body. So it's not just like oh this is the big one.
Some D's are bigger than other D's, and just because you have a double D doesn't mean you're necessarily bigger than a single D.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about bras.
We're going to continuously talk about D's on this podcast.
And
I feel
also,
very-
we're gonna really make sure to educate our listeners on the sizing charts of other underwears.
Okay.
But you have to stay tuned for the rest of the season for that.
Banana
In the
hammocks.
meantime, I think we're gonna talk about the draft order.
Yes, please. Well, no,
Yes.
no. Jake,
wow,
come on,
Jake,
jumping-
come on.
you're
You're already
jumping the
drunk
gun.
on the job. You're fucking up the metrics,
The
Jake.
45 is on the floor, and I did a little bunny hop over it because I jumped the gun. But I'm excited. Sue me.
We first
Don't
first,
sue me. I'm being sued by too many companies right
First, we have to introduce the new players in our league. We have several new competitors
Yes.
that are hoping to make a splash this season in the PBL.
Let me see what you did there.
now. Yeah, I made a splash last season.
We have a new Zach E. He, by the way, okay,
Stupid joke stuck.
Zachy, it is actually like
are we gonna just call him Zach?
it's Zachy.
because
It's Zach and Zachy. I don't give a shit otherwise.
because we've got two Zachs and it's really difficult because
Ian-
we have a Jake and Jacob, but there's that letter difference.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The first entire season I was in the PBL, I didn't know the difference between Nick, Casey, or Brendan.
If I'm being real, I didn't know the difference between Nick, Evan, and Ian.
I was gonna say, motherfucker, you lived with Casey.
No, I knew Casey. I definitely knew Casey. But also, I always mixed up Greg and Mike, and
yeah.
Mike
Okay.
and Nick.
Gotcha.
Generic white boy names.
I never mixed up Greg and Mike. Mike I used to see around campus every now and then. It's
Yeah.
like I got Mike, and then Greg is like I think like my league, like he's like my coach buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sad that Mike did pass away in the off season.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the other newcomers. So we have Zachy.
Right past
we
this,
We'll take a
have,
30-second silence from dead Mike at the end.
We have Chris.
Sponsored by Red Bull.
We have. Do we have a? Is it just Chris? Are we just gonna say Chris?
Yeah, that's Chris.
There's no other
I'm calling
Chris's.
Sism.
Sism.
This is
Yeah.
what I call him.
We also have Corey.
Why would we call him Sism?
This is his last name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is-
That's a fucking cool last name.
Right?
So those are our three newcomers. I believe it's just the three.
Yes.
We also have some people that are playing their first full season, and by some people I mean one person that is Zach.
Potential for Rookie of the Year because that's how it works.
Yeah, he would be qualified for Rookie of the Year.
I want to win Rookie of the Year.
You are well past that bridge.
I doubt that. If I die in another motorcycle accident and come back,
But I don't know if I call that a performance.
all part of the plan.
What is this plan?
What plan? I didn't say anything about the plan.
Dan, you heard this, right? Am I going crazy? Am I slipping?
This is the Evan Goes Crazy part of the podcast sponsored by Red Bull.
God.
Actually, this
I feel
this,
so cold and alone.
This part of the podcast is sponsored by Red Bull Orange with the new tangerine flavor.
Delicious.
I'm not into that.
There is.
I'm sorry, what was that? You mean
You're as
super
into that as
interested
possible.
and-
I'm not into that little noise he made.
Okay.
I
Oh,
love
God.
Red Bull
There
Orange.
you go. Okay.
I'm drinking it right now. Hold on, let's get a quick Schultzy slurp down in here.
Sponsored by Red Bull.
Sponsored by Red Bull.
That's good Red Bull.
Ready to go
That's a Red Bull.
snowboarding.
That's a Red Bull.
So fucking ready to game.
Oh, my
Your wings are sprouting.
No, Evan!
The wings just burst through my skin.
Guys, I'm
You're
excited.
shedding. There's feathers everywhere, Evan.
It's like when Wolverine pulls out his claws, but I don't have pain resistance. It just bursts through, and there's blood and
You pass out for
Tissue everywhere.
an hour from the sudden
There's just
pain.
bones.
it's just
This
my.
product's terrible. I mean, it's so good.
You know what's
these are my
crazy?
ribs.
You know what's crazy and amazing about Red Bull? Speaking of which, and this is completely true. You can get it in flavors now like peach, pear, mango, cranberry, tangerine, blueberry. Like I just don't understand. But like they call it the tangerine edition, like the cranberry edition.
Yeah, of course.
That
My
worries.
favorite is yellow.
Yellow. Oh,
It's just
is
called
that the
yellow.
lemon edition?
The yellow edition.
Yeah.
The yellow. Okay, it tastes like yellow. So those are our newcomers. We got.
We got the 3 newcomers, and we have one person who has left us, Mike.
Tragically passed away.
I can't believe he didn't see that.
I did not make it to the funeral, unfortunately.
I did, but I was like, I didn't have pants on.
Quick aside.
Okay, what's up?
How are we gonna decide that Mike died? Like, what's gonna be the running joke?
We were gonna just do it.
Like,
He
no,
just-
but how did he die? Was he hit by a bus?
No, okay.
Assassinated?
So what happened is that he died jetting Pokemon.
Here's what I heard.
Just
here's
overworked him.
here's the hot goss on how Mike died.
Gotcha.
So in the off season, Mike actually took a job working for the Archduke Ferdinand, Prince of Royal Prussia.
Fucking Christ.
He was the Mongener for the Royal Prussian Coastal League, and he did in fact gen some Mon wrong, and they killed him for it. They gunned him down for it.
Yeah.
It was brutal. They posted it on YouTube, Pornhub, and Twitter.
Yeah.
They wanted to get it on TikTok, but it's no Vine, guys. It's not the Wild West. So if you want to see Mike get gunned down by the Royal Prince of Prussia, it is on Pornhub.
Deservedly, at least. I mean, come on. Like, if you gen a Mon wrong, I don't know what you're expecting.
I mean, it is just copy paste from Showdown.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
It's way harder than it sounds, you guys.
Yeah.
You should have seen me try to put my shoes on today. Fucking A.
Well, you are part Terminator, so I mean.
Yeah.
I will be missing Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, you will be missed. Newcomers, you are welcome.
But you can never beat Mike.
You will never be Mike.
Yeah.
Because that's not your name.
Yeah.
So we've got a bunch of rebranding this season. First of all, I am now I'm still the Saffron City Sneasel, but I am sponsored by Mitsubishi.
The Mitsubishi Red Bull Saffron City Sneasels.
Well, Red Bull's the podcast in the league.
Yes.
But I am the Saffron City Sneasels presented by Mitsubishi.
Yes. So the way this works, listeners at home, is obviously the corporate takeover from Red Bull is absolute and unquestionable. But we each get a team sponsor name that actually pays Red Bull, not us.
Yes.
They pay Red Bull directly to then pay us 3% of what is paid.
Right. It's a great deal for the league. It's a job creator.
Yep. Trickle down.
It's
funds
trickling
here.
down, and we're
Yep.
getting that 3%.
Yep.
And it's wonderful, and I'm thankful for it.
Yes.
And I only have good things to say about it all.
Yes. Red Bull is fantastic.
Yes, we love Red Bull here.
I am now the Viridian Forest Entes, presented by PetSmart.
And Jake?
Oh, my sponsorship is we're still ironing out the kinks a little bit. So I can't give you guys a guarantee
So
yet.
it's ambiance.
I think
store for
I
members.
think come draft day we're gonna have something ironed out, and it'll be good.
Okay.
I'm excited to get working with them.
That's good.
I look forward to it.
It's good to hear. The profit numbers better be great, is all I have to say.
You have to, I mean, listen.
I already bring in so much
There's a
money
quota
for
you
Red
need
Bull
to
with
hit.
this podcast, so I think
We have numbers, Jake. This is no longer for fun.
now.
This is for
I
profit.
am rebranded this season as the Pokeball Factory Pick-a-Pex. Last season, after taking a good kney and just bowing out and forfeiting five.
Obviously intentional.
Yeah, by the way,
Obviously.
so brave of you to take that knee.
Yeah.
If you thank you.
It almost ruined our sponsorship deals, but
Nobody is sponsored by Nike. I
By the
will
way,
say that.
Nobody is allowed to kneel this season because Red Bull has strictly forbidden it.
yes.
You may sit Indian style.
Crisscross applesauce.
Yes.
You have to be PC. This is esports.
Mott's denied that sponsorship. We're not allowed to talk about applesauce.
Yeah, we did not
Pretzel
get.
legged.
You can
Pretzel legged.
We
You
are
are not-
also sponsored by Auntie Anne's.
Yes.
And they are a subsidiary of Red Bull.
Oh, you know what? I can't say Indian style because Indian Motorcycles also denied that sponsorship. Turns out they don't want any of their bikes in pieces. Fine, so be it.
You did.
So be it. I wrecked a Japanese bike. You guys should be happy.
So let's talk about the new brandings for the other teams. Zach, last season what was Zach?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But now he's the Secret Garden. He's the Secret Garden Hoopa.
Isn't the Secret Garden where Adam and Eve originally sinned?
Yeah, I think
they held hands.
Is this Is this a naughty name?
I thought that was salad tossing in the Bible.
You poor innocent virgin boy. We'll teach you some after this podcast.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Great. So
Amber will teach you a lot.
There's the Secret Garden Hoopa. Notice it's just the Hoopa, not the Hoopas. So
See,
same with me. I'm the NK.
Yeah.
Singular.
I gotta say, Evan, you and I are good. We're safe. We're in the clear. The rest of you that don't like to alliterate your team names can die. I stand by that saying. I stand by that comment. I'll put that on a shirt if somebody gives you the money for it. Pokeball Factory Pick-a-Pecks, Puzzle City Pick-a-Pecks,
Saffron City Sneasels.
Well, basically what we've gathered here is
Shop
Jake.
for seashells on the seashore.
Jake likes his pee.
Let me give you guys a little taste of something. It's a hypothetical, but it's a little taste. Pokeball Factory Pick-a-Pecks, sponsored by Pornhub.
I do like that.
It's in the works.
It's all there. It's all there, but I'm not saying I cannot.
It has to be negotiated.
I cannot confirm nor deny details of anything.
Correct. Let me get through some more of these new team names.
We've got go on tangents the entire podcast.
Well, I just need to get through this. I want to indulge in these half-assed attempts at jokes. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But we need to also get through this.
Get our sponsorship money.
So there is the.
What kind of bra would fit a half-ass?
So there's the Castoria City Porygon Z by Zaki.
Fucking Europeans.
Wait, we gotta stick to Zachi or Zaki?
Zaki. We're gonna say
It's Zaki.
It's Zaki.
Zaki.
Do you guys know how he got his fucking E at the end?
How?
It's because it was Zach, and that's actually how he spells it Z-A-C-H. And then I said, no, just put an E at the end, and it fucking stuck.
It was also
like
the first letter of his last name.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still taking credit for that.
I don't want to blow up his last name. I don't know if he has like a second family that he's keeping hidden or something.
Yeah.
I heard he's Witness Pro, but don't tell anybody.
Nice. I'm also pro witnesses. The Stantlers are now the Snow Point City Stantlers.
I gotta say, that one's
Jacob.
baller.
I really like Snow Point City.
It's
That sounds
so
great.
much better than Ecrutech.
Yeah. I couldn't even pronounce that one.
No, that's why it's better. I was gonna get to that. Snow Point City Stantlers,
Very good.
Yeah.
outstanding.
That is Jacob. We now have Cheryl with the Veilstone City Weedles, which I very much like.
It's a really cool name. I like it.
This is
This is my favorite one, by the way.
I'm a bit biased, but there is Amber's new team is the Evergrande Basic Bees.
I love that one.
And the logo is delightful. It's a Rabambi holding a latte with the Starbucks logo on it.
Is he choice scarfed?
We'll have to find out.
Now, do we have any insider trader info? Do we know if Coach Amber is going to be trying to pick up Rabambi?
We have no information yet.
Okay.
As of right now. But we may find out soon.
Yeah.
Before the draft, possibly. Yep. We might get some leaks.
Mm.
We're also sponsored by WikiLeaks.
Yeah,
we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. We don't want to go to Russia.
Speaking of leaks, another one of our sponsors this week is Flex Seal. Flex Seal. You see that boat? I cut it in half.
So yeah, we got the Viridian Forest Entei over here with. Oh yeah, Dan has just noticed Jake's horrible headshot hanging on my dining room.
No. It's a good headshot. The print of it is horrible.
That is Jake.
The spirit of young Jake looks over us as we gather at the table.
Yeah, there is there is a printer malfunction on this headshot, and it is Jake wearing a beanie, looking like
He's like a shitty, like Puerto Rican teenager mustache.
I was 17, but it does serve as a reminder that at one point I was not the person I am today, and that kind of helps me keep going. When
Also,
I'm
he
with
was
my friends.
17, so we cannot say anything sexual about that picture.
I mean, I can.
Very legal.
Very legal. Barely not legal.
Wrong podcast.
Back up. There is also so Nick's new team is the Mount Silver Scyther. Again, with that singular kind of style.
He thinks he's special.
The logo is very interesting. The Scyther has its little scythe thing. What are those things called?
Pincers. Mandibles.
Not mandibles. That's the mouth.
Didn't Casey's team move? Are we just talking about the?
Oh, I forgot to get that one. Yeah. So Nick is the Mount Silver Scyther.
He's doing our art. How are you gonna forget the guy?
Casey is the Slateport City Squirtle Squad now.
Oh, Jesus, that's good. Slateport
Very
City
good.
Squirtle Squads.
Jake's gonna fucking come over here.
Yeah,
Jesus, buddy.
Seriously.
Chris is the Pallet Town Dunsparce. Again with these singulars, you guys. Brendan is the Sunny Shore Sharpedo.
Is that plural? Does that count as plural?
I would say Sharpedos.
That's pretty good. I like the Sunday Store Sharpedo.
Sharpedi. We have Corey with the Rustboro City Vaporeon. And then my personal favorite one that does not have an alliteration here, the Blackthorn City Hydreigon.
It's a pretty fucking metal one, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, you just get an image right there.
See, I'm gonna leak a little bit here.
Oh, that's
we
gross.
leaking.
This is my chair.
I'm consistently leaking, but this is actually Pokemon info about this is Greg's team.
Yeah.
The Blackthorn City
Hydreigon.
It's actually the Blackthorn City Hydreigon, sponsored by Bleach.
The anime?
Nope.
Oh.
What? Just Bleach?
Just Bleach.
Just
Just
the idea.
general.
He doesn't need a brand.
Okay.
Actually,
Not Clorox.
Bleach is a brand, like Bleach.
What?
Yeah, you could buy like Bleach brand Bleach.
Okay.
Blame.
Is this what you want? Okay.
Brand Bleach. This is it for me. This is as good as it gets.
Because I just want to check in with you, Jake. We're having people listen to this.
Yep.
So I just wonder if how much of their ear space and their time should we be spending with Bleach brand Bleach?
Are these people listening in the Pokemon League?
Yes.
Then I will continue to piss their time away as I please.
Bleach.
See, you're giving me shit, and dipshit over here is saying moist in the microphone
He's a
over
guest
and
now.
over.
Yeah, I'm a guest. I'm allowed to be. And I got us a sponsor, motherfucker. You all got here because of me. And don't you ever forget that.
Can I just say,
Stay tuned next week while we do a live stream of autopsying Dan's body.
how much I would love to do a WWE talk down threaten between certain matchups and get that on a podcast.
Good thing we're all in the same fucking division, and we have six opportunities for that.
We'll get to
Yeah.
that. We'll get to that.
2 more teams to cover.
Before we go into the
Let's
next
just
one.
cover these fucking teams.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I am saying I'm taking a knee in protest of this next name. Continue.
Okay. Ian, his new team name is the Lake of Rage Ungodly Quillfishes.
It's Quillfish.
This is one of the few that should be pluralized as Quillfish.
It's Quillfish. He's wrong. Quillfish is a racist punk who just went on Twitter rants and is suddenly okay. Now he's allowed to be
Hey guys.
the mascot.
Hey guys.
Whatever.
Guys,
He did apologize. Yes.
I like Quillfishes.
Yeah.
I stand
You're
by
off
it.
the podcast.
See, no, that's not how this works.
And then finally, we have Raul, the runner-up last season with the Lily Cove City Ludicolo.
Is that racist? In before casual racism?
Where?
Self-racism?
The Lily Cove City Ludicolo. Am I missing something?
Have you not seen Ludicolo?
He's a pineapple who dances.
Alright, continue.
Are pineapples inherently tied to people from Toledo?
No idea. I have no idea. And don't
We'll just
know.
continue.
No, I
Fuck
actually
you.
don't know.
Have you not seen Ludicolo?
I know. I've seen 4 Pokemon.
Very,
Come on. You're asking me if I know something about Pokemon.
hold on, we're gonna do a live,
No, I'm familiar with what
we're gonna do a
Ludicolo
very,
looks like.
so this is Ludicolo.
Yeah.
Very sombra, very...
I guess. I get the feeling it's supposed to look like a porcupine or something.
It's like a pineapple.
Yeah.
But, whatever, fucking continue. Goddamn, fuck you guys.
I think you're just revealing something about yourself here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a super,
you are.
super racist.
Yeah, what does Salamander
Fucking
remind you
manga.
of? Anything you can just pull out of a hat there?
I don't know. What does Z Flare Blitz from Darmanitan look like?
I wouldn't know.
your
I was on a lot of
Tell me what you think
oxycodone.
when you see
Season going away.
Jinx.
My season went away
A
long
very
before that.
attractive woman.
I was going to say Robert
Respectable.
Durst, a cold-blooded killer.
Jesus fucking
Yeah,
If
but
I could burp on command, I would do it right now.
see.
Evan,
Nasty
Evan,
thought
to
is
be
what I see.
entirely fair, you see Robert Durst everywhere.
I do. Robert, bye-bye. I love Robert Durst. I hate him. He's a horrible monster, but so funny. What a character.
I want to jump back real quick and make sure that I really get the ball in the hoop here
Yeah.
on the reminder to Dan that you in no way had any impact whatsoever on my season ending, you insignificant hat-wearing, beard-toting son of a bitch.
Yeah, alright.
You got him twice.
Bring it on, trucker fucking vest, whatever.
So what do we got next?
Well, that is all of our
No.
teams.
Next segment.
The next segment, we're going to be talking...
Hang on, Dan, I had to get away from interacting with you because I
Yes.
don't want to become a dunhead.
Okay, that's fair. That's
like
fair.
that.
No one wants to be a dunhead. It's just a lifestyle you're throwing into.
I want to talk about the specific divisions that we have divided up now.
All right,
Take
motherfucker,
depression.
Nick, you are a liar. This is not random. There is no way in fuck that we all got randomly matched up into the same division. You did this because you wanted to piss me off because of all the times I've called you out on shit, and I know you did, and I'm not fucking wrong, and I'm so fucking mad because there are so many, like,
Channel your Alex Jones.
Jesus Christ. I'm facing killers. I'm facing 2 killers and then Jake, and that's just not fair to Jake.
All done heads go to Infowars.com.
They're fucking putting chemicals in the water. It's making Greninjas gay. But like, it's just I feel like he did this to piss the 3 of us. Well, no, me and Jake off.
Yeah.
And then give Evan just a fucking more of a high horse.
I'm not mad at all. I'm excited to be.
I float above the surface.
I don't enjoy having to face the podcast.
I understand that.
3
yes.
times in a fucking row.
I'm excited that we're all in the same division together.
I think it's gonna be fun.
I look forward to the challenge that Evan's gonna bring. I hear this new guy's pretty good.
Chris seems good. I've never played against him. I've never even met him.
He plays at Ubers a lot. So that says that.
So he plays Ubers. So.
I don't think he seems like anything other than he seems like Chris, because I know absolutely nothing about the guy.
I know that everybody hates him.
I get it.
Thank you. So the Kanto division, I think, is going to be actually a pretty competitive one, especially if Chris is as good as he seems to be. But again, have very little information just based on what Dan says.
Yeah.
We have the Sinnoh division with Jacob, Brendan, Cheryl, and Zachy. That division, I think, is also going to be very competitive. Jacob... last season he had a few hiccups, but in the past he's been very successful. Zachy, I hear, is very good.
The only thing that mattered to me last season was beating Jacob, because he, out of the blue, offered to help me and teach me, and that made me mad. So then I had to win.
Why would that make you mad?
Because it was a pity offer. It was, hey, you're having a shitty season. Do you want a bunch of tips? And while I appreciated it, it made me feel bad. Like, if I can't...
Oh, it hurt your feelings, you fucking libertard? You
hashtag Generation Snowflake. Hashtag
soy boy.
Hashtag unbuild the wall. Hashtag...
soy boy.
Hashtag unbuild the wall. Hashtag dig a moat.
Hashtag dig a moat.
Get a boat.
So, the Sinnoh division, I think it's going to be very competitive this year. Jacob, Brendan, Cheryl, and Zach E.
It's going to be a solid one. This Western Division, to me, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think PBL West is going to be pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
PBL East, we have the Johto division with Ian, Nick, Greg, and OG Zach.
Now, that's the division I want to be in, because that division sounds like the biggest party division. Like,
really?
All these coaches, to me, seem like buddies, and you know that no matter how the match goes down, they're all going to get bottle service in the nightclub afterwards. That's the kind of guys these seem like.
They're going to fucking turn up.
Greg and Ian still go to, like, high school parties, and I think that's pretty baller.
Yeah.
That they put themselves out there like that.
Ian, known high school girl. Never mind. We're gonna move on. We don't need this negative PR.
No, we don't. Not this early. Not this early.
Well, actually, in esports, this is actually kind of appropriate, but, we're gonna move on with that.
And then finally, we have the Hoenn division with...
Hoenn.
No,
we Hoenn.
We Hoenn. Raul, Amber, Casey, and Corey in the house.
Good anime.
It's a great anime.
It's the best anime.
So we've got...
My Hero what?
What's that name?
Never heard of it before.
Me neither.
The only one I know is Corey in the House.
It's Corey in the house.
Yeah.
So we've got our 4 divisions.
Yes. New format. New format for divisions. We're going to keep these permanent, barring people leaving, obviously.
So these are your lifelong rivals.
And this is something this is a change that we brought about this offseason, and I am very happy that we're keeping it this way. I love the idea of keeping interdivision rivals, keeping this stuff going from season to season. And there were a lot of smaller changes that happened this season that actually I think will have a lot of big impact in the future.
Yeah.
I know we're already kind of talking about some stuff for changing next year. But I think just seeing what this is going to do this year is going to give us a lot of feedback and input.
Now, you brought up barring people leaving, and I think it's just worth noting that this is potentially my last season.
Are we having a live retirement?
No, I'm not retiring now.
You're retiring at the end of the season.
I don't know if I'm retiring or not yet.
Right.
It depends on how the season goes and where I'm at when the season ends.
What the fucking Tom Brady over here?
I might just pack up and take my talents to Digimon. I don't know.
Oh, you will be all alone.
Yeah.
Hell no. There's like
Who's playing Digimon?
There's like 18 other people there, dude.
Switch over to Beyblade.
Rip that shit.
Let it rip.
If we had a Beyblade competitive league, I would be more invested in that than I am in parenting my child. You have...
Sorry, Amber. Amber, did you hear that? Jay can also be the deadbeat dad to your deadbeat mom.
Oh, no.
Yeah, please. How about no?
So these are our divisions.
Just move on.
Yeah,
Well, I think we spent all the time we need to on
there's
that.
nothing to do there other than beat Dan with a sack of dead batteries.
Yeah.
How? Wait, dead batteries?
Well, you can't waste the good ones.
I'm not. Thank you, Evan. Thank you. Hey, is it premeditated now?
Yeah, no, it does, unfortunately.
Shit.
Give it some time, and then it'll be aggravated. Drop that down a tier.
Give it some time and it would be aggravated. You know, my doctor said something similar last week.
So, how do you guys feel about this draft?
Are we talking the way it works? Or
Not the way it works, because it's always the same way that it works. Yeah. How do we feel about our personal prospects, where we're drafting? I'm drafting 7th. Good. You're drafting 11th.
I'm feeling real
Jake,
good.
You're drafting, what, 8th?
10th.
10th.
Which really pisses me off because I think
10th.
I think Dan went to 11th just so that he could snipe or counterpick.
Yeah, you're right.
Counterpick my first OU pick. Which, spoiler, if anybody wants to donate $60 to me via any pay or cash app, I will draft Picky Peck as my first draft pick. $60, sure, why not?
I don't believe you.
That's a new AAA title. So I can play a different video game instead of suffering through Pokemon.
Other than Fallout 76,
I
fucking amazing launch.
100% didn't buy that.
That's
so
good.
I actually haven't bought anything besides Bethesda in a while. Although Doom 2 holding out.
It's a solid one.
I don't know why you're looking at that.
You did play Fallout 76.
I played the open beta, and after an hour of the open beta, I decided this is garbage. This isn't a Fallout game. And I built on that.
So I think the first thing we need to talk about with the draft is holy shit, Blockbuster, goddamn big trade.
Yeah,
That was a big fucking trade.
So there have been, as far as I know, 2 trades.
Two confirmed
trades.
I actually know there's one in the works.
One of which was very crazy. So let's talk about the more mild one first and get that out of the way.
Yes.
This one was between you and, was it Ian?
Yeah.
Yes, you and Ian swapped spots, so now Ian will be drafting in the 6th spot, and you'll be drafting 11th.
Yes. I made this trade because I'm looking at the top 10, the main top 10 mons, and while yes, they're super nice and have a lot of things they can do and work with, I would much rather build a solid core and guarantee 2 picks that I know exactly what I'm going to be getting. And I know that my secondary mon is very likely to be there. The only exception is whatever Raul ends up picking, and I know that little fucker is going to try and snipe something from me. So I got to keep him unpredictable, keep him on his toes. But yeah, and then Ian had this exact opposite. He liked the top 10 mons. He knew what he could do with them and how he can kind of mask them. So
I think
we just even swapped.
Yeah. And then the other trade, wow.
Holy
this one was crazy.
Shit. I kind of woke up to this one.
This trade is so big that it's actually picked up its own sponsorship. So this is the pre-draft trade pick sponsored by Hyundai. Hyundai, go farther. Hyundai, go farther, draft better, drive smarter.
Presented by Red Bull.
Presented by Red Bull as well. It's worth noting that Raul and Zach are, in real life, good friends.
But buddies, if you will.
Yeah. And they swapped the very first and the very last pick in the draft.
Fucking nuts.
But, and this is a huge, thick but, Zach paid Raul $3 And I know that when I say it out loud, $, sounds so goddamn silly.
Esport dollars.
Esport dollars, yes. That sounds a lot better.
Yes.
$3 is
Red Bull
so
bucks.
much. I don't know how you guys feel. In my opinion, I think Zach overpaid for this.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Looking at what he's going to take, is that overpaying?
Raul basically just got his draft dick sucked because he proved that he can play his own game and do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And he gets 2 back-to-back picks, and he has 9 polka dollars.
Yeah.
So even if those picks don't go the way he wants because he's in last, he has free agency to dominate.
Raul definitely put himself in a fantastic position here, but I think people who are saying that Zach overpaid, I think he paid a lot, but I think that pick is going to be fucking incredible.
Zach, there's a lot of pressure on you now. You have to make this first draft pick dominate for your season, or you've thrown away a good chunk of your roster.
Whatever you do, don't draft Jamarcus Russell.
No, God, no.
Please, no.
Or Markel Fultz.
Oh God,
That's topical.
we really don't.
That's
we
topical.
we really don't need another Johnny Flair bits out there.
So, do we want to... First of all, I think that $3 is a lot because now Zach, he has no chance of being able to swap out an OU line or even a UU.
That's what I was saying. He really chunked his roster here. Like it could be crippled if this first draft pick, if he doesn't build a good core around it and a core that pretty much can't be stopped.
Which is going to be hard.
I think most of the league expects Zach to go a certain way. If you trade up to number 1, it means you know what you want.
What you're picking.
And
what's he picking? I mean, I feel like you guys got a good idea.
Okay.
He said one of the Tapus, but I think we can all kind of guess.
It's Bulu.
No.
It's got to be Bulu.
Okay, Jake.
He's drafting Pick-a-Peck, obviously.
He's drafting Pick-a-Peck.
Fuck! I quit. I resigned from the league.
The impression I've gotten from most of the league as we were discussing whether or not we should ban things or not
Because I forgot what the fuck
is that
Tapu was.
Tapu Lele and Magearna are considered by many to be the top 2 Pokemon in the league.
Which is...
I would agree with that, but I did not think they were so far ahead that they deserved to be banned. And I did not even want to put it to a vote because I felt very confident about that. But I think a lot of people consider them to be number 1 and number 2, so I would be surprised if they don't get drafted number 1 and number 2.
Yes. Because who has number 2?
Zachy. So it goes Zach and Zachy.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Zachy's draft style, but I do believe he said in Discord that he's planning on drafting something that is not very adventurous. He's going with a very safe pick.
Which at number 2 you should.
So probably one of the other 2, or maybe some other safe picks I would consider. Landorus T, Ash Greninja.
Yeah.
Those are the other guys that I put in like that very top S tier.
Maybe, well, no. I was trying to, what are the top 5 mons right now in the meta? I mean...
I named 4 right there because I think the meta and our meta are a little different.
Yeah. We were actually talking about that, which it's amazing how underrated mixed attackers have been in the league so far. My dumbass decided to go for big balls, big power, instead of going for versatility. Yeah. And after one full season of realizing, it was shitty, we're not making that mistake again.
I was thinking about your season last year. And
as you do commonly.
I really have nothing to think about at work. I'm not going to pay attention to the potential fires I'm causing.
Yeah. Who gives a shit about that?
You drafted a really big gun. But you did not draft a stock for that gun, so every time you pulled the trigger, the gun hit you in the face, Dan.
I drafted a nuke, but the nuke didn't have a guidance system.
And you also had to use a slingshot to fire it.
You lost your football.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how you turn that around this season.
There's, like I said it in Discord, I'm very confident in saying that I'm going to get one of my personal top 3 mons here. With my pick, and I'm going to be able to snake around that and then get another mon that's going to complement that Pokemon. I'm very confident in my drafting this year because I realized all of my mistakes, and I'm going to take not a hard left, but a very significant turn.
Well, nobody wants hard left.
Well, I don't know, man. AOC? She's pretty alright.
I like her.
Yeah. She's cute.
Some hot takes.
Right over my head.
Politician. She's great.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think another thing that we need to talk about with the draft here is you being dead ass in the middle.
Yes.
You are almost smack ass in the middle.
It doesn't matter. Why are we talking about it? He's still going to win.
Well, hold on. First of all, I was beaten once last season.
Oh yeah.
I said you're going to win, not you're going to go undefeated.
One loss and suddenly, oh man, Mr. Man of the People. I'm just like you down here. All I got was a small loan of 1 million Ferrothorns.
I have always been Man of the People when I'm on microphone.
Don't you dare.
When I'm on microphone, I am always Man of the People.
You can
no, I stand by
ass persona.
I stand by that. I've never been high on mic, but I mean,
no, I mean, yeah. I'm a,
yeah, you're gonna act all humble now, Mr. 3-Pete.
I always act humble.
I'm pretty alright.
I'm not saying I am humble. I always act humble, and I think that's a very important distinction. Yes, of course, absolutely. Because here's the thing:
that hair flip. Don't you fucking hair flip?
I did just hair flip. Shit.
I'm a man of the people.
Evan,
my eyes just twinkled a bit.
Evan can no longer get erections by normal means. They only come by kissing the rings.
Yeah.
All 3 rings have to be kissed in the order he decides, and that's the only way he can get it up.
He makes Amber dress up like Ferrothorn.
I wasn't gonna bring in any other people to that, but
Tell me I three-peated.
Oh, Christ.
So yeah, I do have my 3 rings, and I hope to get my 4th this season. But it seems like there's a lot more competition this year. We've I think the league has gotten a bit more competitive. Drafting in the middle is going to be difficult for me. I worry there is a bit of a target on my back.
Oh, yeah? Why do you say that?
I don't know. I'm just sensing a little bit of animosity at this table.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I mean, drafting in the middle, it's not going to be that bad. I think actually it's you're going to get one of your, what, a...
7. Now,
You're
I don't believe any spot is bad, but I believe being on either end is preferable to being
You want to be at the top of one of the end. Being in the middle is like, I don't want to say the worst spot, but it's definitely going to put those, you have to be smart and you have to plan this shit.
Well, the thing is I can't reveal my hand.
Yeah.
Like, good luck. Like, okay, I'm not going to be able to go...
First pick.
Like, round 1, I can't come out here with Pelipper. And, like, because by the time I come back around, someone's going to just steal Mega Swampert.
I was saying Mega Swampert.
And then someone's going to reach for NU Kingdra just to make sure that I can't have Kingdra either.
Yeah.
So, like...
No Swift
Nobody builds a team this year. They'll just make sure that you can't.
All right, Dan, your second pick. I know you. What do you pick? Kabutops. Fuck you, Evan.
Yeah, I feel that I myself am a bit of a wild card.
You were also in
I'm a bit of a wild card this season.
Now, when you say wild card,
because even I don't know how I'm gonna do or what I'm gonna do.
What pick are you?
Or what 10?
Oh, some right after you.
Yeah, which I hate you for, which I've mentioned like 6 times.
Where's Chris draft in here? Because this is our own division.
Third last, 3rd or 5th. No, he's 5th last, 6th last. Counting's hard, people.
So he's right after Jake.
Dan's immediately after me.
No,
Dan's
I'm 2 after you.
I thought you were 11. Oh, you're 12?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't fucking care.
So we all pick in a row.
Wait, you traded with Ian?
Kinda.
Yeah. Ian's drafting second to last.
Yeah.
That's
I kept
15.
saying 11.
You
Yeah.
kept saying,
Whatever. I'm
so
sorry. Fuck you.
Dan's significantly further away.
Yeah. I have a chance to either snipe you guys. Like, basically, when it comes down to it, you guys don't really affect my draft plans, which is the way I like it. Because the way I see this going is I'm going to pick something and Jake's going to go, I'm going to draft a fuck Dan instead of picking something good for my team.
Nah.
And then Evan's going to I'm going to draft something that's going to fuck Evan.
I'm having a hard enough time trying to figure out what to draft that won't fuck Jake that I probably can't sit around and figure out what's going to fuck everybody else.
I do want to give this piece of advice to everyone in our league here, and this is like a legitimate, this is me being serious. There was a lot of joking about drafting to counter your division mates. Don't do that, because even if you perfectly counter your division teammates, that's only what, 3 wins or 6 wins in the season.
That's 6 out of 14.
6 out of 14, but that's not even 500. And I mean, if you're drafting just to counter, you're like don't.
I believe you should not draft just to counter your division.
You should,
but I
definitely
think you should
draft
do a little
checks.
Bit. I think you should draft some checks. Because that is 6 out of your 14 games. That is, if you just win if you win, let's say 75% of those, and then you go 40% on your remaining.
What
8
math
games,
are you doing?
I'm doing some wild math.
Yeah.
So 75%,
110%, bro.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
What I'm basically getting at,
your 50% chance of winning, and take it with my 33% chance of winning, and put them together,
and you find that square root.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm getting at is
you
could have a very average record, but if you win your division games, you'll be making playoffs probably.
If anybody's interested in drafting 10th, I have no stakes in my draft position, so just hit me up.
Give me $1 and I'll swap with you.
No, like, no stakes as in, like, I don't want to spend money on this. But, like, if somebody goes, hey, I want that spot, trade me, I'm like, yeah, sure.
Well, there you go, just loosening your hand. Now you just... Now you make that...
Where's your bargaining?
You just lowered your pick's value.
No, I'm going to go into this hella chill, and I'm going to make sure that I hang on to my Skrilla. And I just keep my I just kind of keep my head down.
Keep your head down.
I'm gonna scrape by.
Pull the hat down.
I think if I can tie at least 4 games, and
if I can just time out a few games.
Yeah. That's my plan. I'm gonna take what Amber did last season and double it.
Nice.
The only
superstar
matches. Yeah.
The only teams that I can actually confidently build are stall teams, and I can't do it to myself.
Yeah, I mean, like that was also a thing. It's just like I don't want to see anyone get fucked in their picks. Mm-hmm. So I mean, you better have a team that drafts.
I want to see everybody get fucked in their picks. I got hit by a motorcycle last season. Let's see you guys climb uphill.
I half want to see people get fucked. I half don't. But because I want to see some fun competitive stuff.
Yeah.
In this. I want to see this league be competitive, and I don't want to see half of one division be 5-9 at the end of the season.
I swear to God, if somebody first game brings 6 mom that they hate to get them out of the way, if they do that again this season, you will be on blast every podcast episode for the remainder of the season.
Or bring 5 moms.
Or bring 5. No, but I know exactly what you're talking about, Jake.
Yeah.
And shouldn't do that.
I will say this. If I bring 5 mon to a match and it starts, that will be my last match of Pokemon forever. I think that would be the time where I say, you know what, this just isn't for me. I can't even figure out how to select 6. I'm done.
I think this is another piece of advice I'm going to give. If you have a mon on your team that you don't want, why the fuck did you draft it?
Yeah.
Like
Cryogonal! Yeah. Looking at you, Cheryl. Seriously, you named it up for trade.
But I think that's one of those things where it's like, if you're going into your draft with a draft plan, I mean, for fuck's sake, like I've built teams on Showdown that are reasonably draftable in about 10 minutes.
Not the one that I faced.
Yeah, that's my fun team.
Okay.
And you're like Mr. fucking Assault Vest Light Clay Aurora Veil in the snow fucking, and I'm like, what? I'm like, why am I doing no damage?
Evan tries hard all the time.
All the time, even on fucking Showdown.
Not on Monotype.
Monotype? Oh yeah, I forgot that. I forgot that was even a fucking thing.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we're still in the Monotype tournament. I did win my game against.
Is that so?
No, I'm not part of this. We don't talk about it.
Oh wow. This reveals so much about who Jake is as a person.
I think we already knew who I was as a person.
I mean, like if you are into the draft and you get into the RUs and NUs and you don't know enough and you just draft something you don't want, I mean, there are roles on your team that can't be covered in those first 6 picks. Yeah. There's something to draft. I have 5 PU mons that I'm looking at and like, oh shit, these could actually work with the team I want to build. Same with NU. Yeah. It takes little research. Even if you're looking for, like, for me, I have a defogger in OU, UU, and NU and PU. Mm-hmm. Those are the 3, like, I'm getting a defogger because that was my big problem last season.
Now, here's what I found is that and this applies to a lot of things, but specifically with a Pokemon-type draft league, the meta is the meta for a reason. You can reach into as many tiers as you want and pull as many card tricks as you want. Even then, you're still not working with 100% well-rounded mon that are going to be able to stand on all 4s and hold themselves up. I mean, the most clever plan of, these 2 PU mons that do this and that, it might be executed perfectly, and it's still...
See, Jake, I disagree with you.
It's one of... Well, I half agree, because I think that there is no such thing as a meta for this right now. The meta we're looking at right now, like, who was I looking at the other day? Like, Quagsire. Yeah. I think Quagsire being in PU is a fucking joke for this league. Because and Slowbro and Slowking.
There are a lot of mons.
There's no way a regenerator should be that fucking low.
There are a lot of mons that are in really low tiers because they cannot beat just a couple OU guys that almost every team runs. Yeah. Well, it's like, this guy gets destroyed by Landorus T. Well, you're not going to face Landorus T every week. You're going to face Landorus T maybe once or twice a season.
This meta is not the Smogon meta.
Yeah.
That's kind of to my point of, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying
don't expect it to work every week.
Yeah, don't build your... I don't think it's smart to build your team off of hat tricks from low tiers.
Actually, I'm going to take a bit of a different stance here and say it's going to be hard to fuck up your early picks, but there are gems in the bottom picks.
Dude, I have so many mons in RU, NU, and PU that I'm like, there's too many ideas. I have too many ideas of what I want to do.
Yeah. Now, a lot of these guys, I might not bring that often.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to bring my OU guys the most, obviously. Yeah. But there are some low-tier guys that can single-handedly win games.
I'm going to straight up kind of name one here because it's one of those things where it's like, holy shit, how is Miss Magius?
Miss Magius is great.
That low. I mean, it's what, 110 or 105 in special attack,
and speed,
offense,
and special
defense.
defense,
Yeah, that's fucking incredible.
But it gets out-tiered by a lot of other ghosts.
So it's what is it? It's NU now?
I think it's NU, yeah.
It's NU, but there's no reason that mon can't work. It's just it's a discount Gengar.
Another one that I like to bring up is there are the budget Rotoms. Rotom Wash is the best Rotom. That's not... I don't think you can really debate that.
Yeah.
But because of that, all these other Rotoms are in lower tiers, and they're almost as good. And
I don't
just having
see-
a Rotom is really strong.
I don't know how Rotom Frost is what PU, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't love Rotom Frost, but even that one's not terrible.
Why would you like? I mean, it's it's immune to Earthquake. It's a great switch in. It
Yeah.
has Defog. It has Will-O-Wisp. It has Volt Switch. It has
Blizzard.
Blizzard. So I mean,
The only one I really cannot defend is Rotom Fan.
Not a fan, huh?
Does it
No.
get Hurricane?
He might get Hurricane.
If he gets Hurricane, then what? I mean,
Yeah. I guess even then it's not that bad.
I mean, like Diancie.
Now, you know what would make me want the Rotom Fan? If the Rotom Fan was modeled after this year's 2019 Dyson Airblade. The Dyson Airblade is a bladeless, cageless fan system that just seamlessly blows air through your whole house. Feels like an in-window system, but half the price.
Wonderful. Pick it up. And
And-
nearest retailers.
Yes. Sponsored by Red Bull. I think that we do like I'm just gonna have one more here. I'm gonna go back to my boy Quagsire.
Yeah.
Because I think Quagsire is one of the best just straight defensive walls you can have.
Yeah.
He is unaware. He has great.
And he has water absorb.
He has great resistances. Yeah, you can run water. Yeah, that's like you can run a set, and it's not necessarily a bad set. And like
listen to all the amazing-
the only reason he's that low is because Toxapex exists.
Yeah.
And because grass.
Like Tangrowth.
Thick boy,
and,
thank
like-
you. Yeah.
But there are like, it has so many things that you would want out of a mon. It's got Stealth Rock, it's got Recover, Scald, Earthquake, and it has Unaware or Water Absorb. It's insane.
Vaporeon having 130 fucking HP and 95 special defense, like that thing is a fucking thick bitch. But
Yeah.
the fact that Rotom exists and Toxapex exists puts it in NU.
Yeah.
So don't I'm trying to give good advice here.
Yeah.
But it's like just don't ignore those low tier mons because they're
Last
fucking
season,
fantastic.
I brought my Rotom Heat at the time was RU and Melodic was RU, and I brought those guys each at least 7 times, I think.
Melodic was ridiculous.
And they
There
were
was
just
no reason.
shutting down teams.
Yeah.
But I think we should probably wrap up for this week's episode. This has gone on. This has been a pretty long episode.
Yeah. It's south season. We're coming a lot
Yeah,
of shit.
yeah, we had a lot of stuff to cover. And our
And-
next episode will probably be recapping the draft.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get in. That one's going to, I think, also be long.
That one's
We
gonna
might
be
even have to
super
break
long.
that one up into 2 episodes or
I
something.
think we'll have to do OU and UU and then
RU,
RU.
and U. We might have to split them up. Or maybe just do half the teams and then the other half the teams.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But I think that is going to do it for the Red Bull sponsored PBL cast.
Sponsored by Red Bull, presented by Red Bull.
Guys, thanks for hopping in and listening today. It's been real. It's been fun. I guess it's been real fun. We're going to try to do these at least twice a month this season.
Yeah.
I think that would give us more content to talk about each episode anyhow. But we look forward to it. New guys, I hope you're listening. I hope you get a kick out of it. Returning listeners, you got to...
you.
Yeah, fuck you.
You're not professional enough. You're not esports enough.
Dunheads, show your colors. Change your names in Discord. Let's
As
go.
a humble man, I do love you all.
The minute this mic goes off, guys, we get to see a whole different Evan.
He beats me. Help.
Yeah.
Everybody beats you.
Yeah. But I do expect to see everyone in full esports attire. If it's not a suit or tie, it better motherfucking be a goddamn sponsored shirt.
Thank you.
We're here for money!
Absolutely. All right, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.
Go Red Bull.
Jesus Christ, these fucking scrubs in this league.
Jeez, they're all fucking terrible. Like, it's
Like,
I don't
okay, here's the
understand.
thing. Like, I have to sometimes play down to them.
Yeah.
Because I want people to have fun.
Yeah.
So I will sort of like... I might not go for... All right, let me bump.
Who brought the weed today?
Oh, dude, that
yeah.
Coke is fucking
shit
intense.
sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, that Red Bull Coke is no joke. Holy shit. But no, I agree. Like, I had to play retarded last season. Like, did
Yeah.
you see my team?
And you did a
Like,
really good job.
Fuck.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I have to. I'm a good actor. You know,
Right.
I have to pretend to enjoy.
I always come up with
Red
like
Bull.
the I do the humble.
Dude, last
Yeah.
season was great.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to spend all that bribe money for throwing the season.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Look,
that,
hey,
And
by
I'm
the
glad
way,
I'm glad you're putting it to use because I spent a lot of money.
How you guys
on it.
liking those Teslas? How you guys liking those
fucking great.
Teslas?
I just want to let you know, though.
Fuck yeah.
I want to let you know that last check's on its way.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Because, yeah, I had to give you that. I felt bad.
No, it's
Yeah.
actually good it's not here yet because I have a reason to not pay my child support.
There you go.
So I'm liking
Yeah.
that it's not here.
So,
Oh, hold on. I think the hookers are at the door.
okay. All right.
Oh, fucking finally.
Did you bring the Red Bulls? No? Get out of the house!